My name is Veronica Kirchner, and this is my website. I started off with an About Me page where I gave a little biography about how I am now a sophomore at Susquehanna University and majoring in secondary education mathematics. I also talked about how my goal is to help students feel a connection with mathematics and be able to connect it with other topics and really understand the material. Next, I have my achievements page where I just have some of my experience and work history. And then I have my lesson plan page where the standard I used is for students to use reasoning to solve equations and justify the solution method. I have my 10 learning objectives that help the students reach the learning standard. And then my formative assessment is based off of using a tech tool called Alex, which is a math online program that school districts must pay for, but is very helpful and will help students see how they need to improve upon their learning objectives. The summative assessment is for students to create a presentation where they create their own equations and show that they are able to solve equations and explain their solution method. I also have a chart here that analyzes the students' thinking skills that they use, how they will use these thinking skills, and which natural ways of learning this applies to. Natural ways of learning are really important, especially in math, because students aren't always able to feel a connection with the material and understand why they are learning it. So these natural ways of learning here are really important for the students to understand so that they are able to really reach the standard. Finally, I have a contact me page, which is just my email and then my address here at Susquehanna University. My SME is Craig Barton from MrBartonMaths.com. He has been a math teacher since 2004, and he has created many different resources and online tech tools for both teachers and students to use. And he is a math advisor to the Times Educational Supplement, which is the largest professional network of teachers in the entire world. He is one of the creators and co-founders of Eddie and Diagnostic Questions. Both of these websites and tools are extremely useful for teachers and students because they provide activities and other resources to help teachers include different aspects of learning. My main goal for using Mr. Barton was so that he could help me use other tech tools other than just Alex in my lesson, so that I could incorporate other things and really give students an all-around learning, and also to come up with an alternative diagnostic assessment so that I'm able to understand where the students are right now and at the beginning of the lesson and where they need to go, but it's also fun and entertaining for them and introducing them to the topic. I'm also hoping that Mr. Barton would be able to help me realize how I can connect the material more to students so they really understand what they're learning. I contacted Mr. Barton through email. I sent him a tweet, and I invited him on LinkedIn and added a note to my invitation so that he knew who I was and why I was trying to connect with him. And I sadly was not, I did not get an answer from Mr. Barton, which is understandable since he is a big contributor to all these large programs and really assists a lot. So that was my SME, and this was my website. Hope you enjoyed it.